What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Worth Hunter video. Today I've got a couple of gameplays of the T25. This is an American medium tank with a battle rating of 5.7. Now, the first gameplay is from patch 1.75, the other one is from patch 1.77. You'll notice some differences in terms of the quality of the match, the graphics, the sound effects have changed and whatnot. And I even changed the camouflage. So my idea behind this video is to highlight one of the tanks that I feel people should be looking at in terms of possible talismans. You know, recently I did the Magach video, and I talked about how relatively good it is, but it's not great for its battle rating. It's a good buy, but it's very expensive. There are cheaper ways to go about grinding your American tech tree. Talismaning a couple of tanks would be the cheapest way to go about it in a relatively fast manner. The T25 is one of those excellent tanks that I recommend putting a talisman on if you're pretty early into the grind. I saw a tank over here just poke out from right to left, so I know there's something up here. In this match, I'm squatted up with Brian. This is an older match. And I just mark the area. So IS-2 peeks out. Not very good ground for him to be maneuvering. Thought I saw something, but it's just debris. The T-25 is what I like to call the baby Pershing. This was one of the intermediate tanks in between the Sherman development and the Pershing development. The Americans needed something with a stronger gun to go up against the stronger tanks. Within War Thunder, the T25 is excellent. Not only does it have good mobility, a good gun, but it also comes with a stabilizer, which is just, it's almost unheard of at this battle rating. Put that on a 90mm gun, and you've got what I consider to be the easiest tank to get an ace in the game. It's an IS-2 up here, and my teammate in the Comet can't get him. I can't get him here from this angle, so I have to climb up this hill, potentially risking a shot. He shoots, so I know I'm safe. Put one right through the cupola. Nice one shot. It's nice going back to see some footage of some 90mm being used after playing the Magach and some of the other vehicles that use APDS or HeatFS. It's nice to see a shell that just destroys everything. Oh, it's so beautiful, this gun. The ammunition is excellent. You have APCR so that when you do go up against something with a bit more armor, something like a Tiger II, you'll be able to use that APCR shell to pen the cheeks on the King Tiger's turret. That's the safest way to engage frontally a King Tiger, unless of course you can take out the gun barrel with a shot. So I know there's some activity over here. There almost always is, so I always come back here and double back, see if something's popped up. I got some marks in the back, so I roll up here, try to get a shot on something, and got another tank just rolls up here out of nowhere, just out of this ditch. So I wait for him to show up, and one shot. Lower front plate on the SG-122P. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. As for the other tank that was back there, I can't see him. There's just too much smoke and too many trees in the way, so it obscures my vision. So I would continue to push out towards the middle when I see something in the distance. It looks like a tank, but not 100% sure. It disappears momentarily and it comes back. I thought it was a tank that was despawning. Turns out it was still alive. just another alive tank, you know. Not so much anymore. Tiger E is a pretty nice tank to take out with the 90mm. Just more debris. Lots of little pieces of debris that always end up catching me off guard. You don't want to be overly aggressive and push out, especially on Stalingrad. Stalingrad has so many windows and narrow shooting galleries where you can just peek out and shoot somebody and not even notice them. So we got a tank up here. So we got somebody marked him. It's a T-34-57. I can just make out the gun barrel above the debris. I put a shot downrange, just under the turret ring. Excellent. For kill number 5, that would be the final kill of this battle. Now we transition over to Tunisia, completely different map. Gone is the snow and in comes the desert. Got a new patch, new sound effects, new graphics, the whole works. But my style was still the same. Go up in between these rocks and get anything that's coming in from left, right, or center, and potentially shoot anything that's sniping from the left ridge. I was surprised that my ally was able to get into Charlie so easily. Usually there's a little firefight with at least one person. It's always rushing down there. Looks like we got one it tried to rush but got tagged up before he could even get down into the water. I want to check this area. No one sniping off this side. Sometimes you get people just coming right off the side of the cliff and moving down towards the Bravo cap, but not in this case. Alright, so T-3485 took out the M36 that was on the Charlie cap. So we know there's at least one over here. Alright, where are you? He's still not on the cap yet. No one's sniping from the left. Or right, excuse me. Nobody here around the corner. Oh, look at this guy. 29K up on the hill. Didn't even see him initially. Try to get the engine, but I just aimed a little bit too far to the right. That's okay. We got Uncle Sam's 50 kills. All right, 29K is down. Now we'll push on forward. And we got another tank over here. This is likely the T-3485 that killed the M36. Try to sneak around, put one in the back of him. There's no one flanking us. It'd be really embarrassing to try to go for this guy and then I'm getting shot in the back. Speaking of getting shot in the back, surprise! T-3485E goes down. The 85E has a lot of crew members jammed in that little vehicle, but when you have a 90mm shell pop through there, it just doesn't matter. It kills everything. Would have been different if, say, I was in a different vehicle with shooting the old style AP rounds, but APCBC shells are really dangerous. So I'll push up towards the spawn just a little bit, and just to see if I can find anyone respawning or sniping towards the Bravo or even the Alpha cap, because there is a nice little ridgeline over here that can be pretty safe to shoot from, depending on how good of a gun depression you've got. Of course, there is a T-3485 that respawned. I don't want to give away my position, but I also tucked myself in here so tightly that I almost get stuck. Kind of embarrassing to show, but it happens sometimes. I don't want to see it. Let him see anything, not even my 50 cal. That can give away your position. So I wait for him to go past. With 10 degrees of gun depression, the T25 has no problem getting a shot like this. Didn't even hit him in the crew compartment. I just shot him right in the middle of the tank, and it was just enough to be a fatal shot. So we've still got Charlie. We've got a couple of guys here helping me protect. Somebody just found a tank to shoot. We are full-blown spawn camping mode. Well, they are. I'm not gonna linger around here too much. I've got a challenge. I came into this battle with a war bond in mind. I was doing my war bond grind. I had to kill a number of medium tanks, and it just so happens we're up against Russia. Russia has a lot of medium tanks that they're known for, mostly T-3485s, but backup vehicles such as the T-3457 is always a possibility. And if they're really desperate, they can always resort back to the old 76mm versions of the T-34. So I like my chances against this team. So I just push them. I see a tank engaging my SPA. I know a T-3485. take him out right through the turret. It's not even fair sometimes. I don't understand why more people don't use this vehicle. The T25 is, for its tier, one of the best vehicles in the game. Don't get me wrong, the T3045 is a fine tank.
Most of the strategic zones are
But
captured.
the T25, it may not be quite as fast as the 85, but it's got better armor, it's got a stabilizer, it's got a better gun in my opinion. It's just generally a better tank. And then there's the armor. The turret is strong. If you try shooting the top of the mantlet, it's going to bounce almost all the time. Even the hull is really well built. It's steeply angled. It's relatively thick. It does have a weak spot because of the presence of the machine gun port. But that's pretty typical of all the vehicles. But this thing is truly a tank. If you don't hit it really well, you're going to bounce, as you'll see here in just a minute. Go ahead and shoot me, T3045s. I dare you. You'll notice I haven't stopped. I'm just driving along. I'm headed to A. That's my end goal, is to get to A and kill whatever's there, and get every cap along the way. There's got to be a T-34 under somewhere. Come on, boys, I'm right out here in the open.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
Nobody? Really?
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Oh, look at you. That's not a tank gun. This is a tank gun. I tell you, if you don't hit this thing square on, you're going to bounce. That's kill number 5, and we're not even done. We're still headed towards A. We have control of it, but we're not going to have control for very long. I did see another T-34 cross this river, so I marked him on the map. Got an SPA behind me who's going to start pinging him. This is a T-34 57. Yes, we get T-34 spam all day long, which is fine because remember I'm trying to complete that challenge. Kill every sort of medium tank I can. The tank pushes around the corner. I shoot him right in the biggest weak spot he's got. But of course, it does absolutely nothing. The machine gunner ate all that shrapnel, I think. That's okay. Put another shot right through his turret. Tango down. Kill number 6. And let's keep on trucking, because we're still not on to A. Oh, look at that. They're on to A. That's okay. We got somebody here to engage on the left. Got an enemy SPA. He's in between this ridgeline by the looks of it. Can't get to him quite quick enough. ZSU-37 goes down. That's alright, we got somebody on A to go after. We've got 3 players left. And I think I got plenty of ammo. I got 32 rounds of ammo in total. Drop some artillery on him just to scare him. Nobody around the corner. Let's just go ahead and push into the cap. What have we got? It's a T-34. What do you know? Another medium kill. Ninja that kill from the bomber. Kill number 7. The T-34 did manage to get that cap, so he will have spawn points to come back. However, it was way too little, way too late at this point. I would push in, get the alpha cap, and with 7 kills, that would be the end of the game. Pulled in just under 50,000 in Silver Lions, just under 4,000 in RP. All in all, a very good example of why this tank is so good. If you haven't considered putting a talisman on your T25 and you're grinding the American Tech Tree, it really is an outstanding choice. If you have any questions about the T25 or what other tanks you should put a talisman on in the American Tech Tree, leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, and of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care, guys.